Hey, Quasies. I'm gonna call my subscriber Quasies. If you would like to hear more from me, please thumbs up this video and subscribe to my channel. I love to be honest. I am a hairstylist from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So I will be uploading tutorials and different things like that. I'll also be doing interviews with people in my community, my friends, and things like that. My channel will be full of different things because I'm very dynamic in that manner. So, but yeah, this video is about my depression. I have not been very open about it because I do not trust people to be that understanding of it. Um, it's like the last 4 years has been like the worst. The worst. It's 2018. So since 2015, was that 14? Yeah, 2014. 2014, I went out with my girlfriend. We went to a bar. I'd never been to this bar before. Um, there was a fight that broke out um, by the front door. The whole bar ended up getting maced. I didn't even know what was going on because we were like on the dance floor. The dance floor is like a separate room. But I seen everyone like rush and running toward back into the dance room. And then I start coughing. I'm like, oh shit. So like that's mace. You know what I mean? My eyes is burning. Me and my girlfriend's like, what the hell's going on? So I see a door. There's a door on the dance floor side. So I go over to it. I see a girl. She's trying to open up the door. And she wasn't opening it. So I start helping her. I'm kicking the damn door, trying to get out. Next thing you know, my arm is being swung back and pushed. I'm pushed. I turn around and swap. It's a police officer. He grabbed me up by the neck, drags me out from where the people were at so that he can arrest me. Of course, I'm resisting. I'm like, wait, hold the fuck up. Like, wait, what is going on? He's like, quit resisting, resisting, or I'm going to mace you. You're going to mace me when the whole bar was just maced? Are you serious? So he ended up getting me in handcuffs. I'm going off. My girlfriend's like, what's going on? Everyone's running. It's like, it's so much going on at one time. I get in handcuffs. He puts me in back of the seat. I'm kicking, I'm screaming. At this point, I'm feeling kidnapped. I'm feeling abused. He choked me. I'm feeling like I'm being held against my will, that I'm being arrested for no reason. Just so much is going on at one time. There was one guy that was there that was sitting talking to me and my girlfriend before everything broke out, and he's trying to talk to the cop like, wait, she ain't have nothing to do with the fight. What's going on? Why is she in handcuffs? And they like, she punched me. The police officer was like, she punched me. I'm like, I did not, my hands behind my back. I did not fucking punch you, you fucking liar. You fucking liar, you're a woman abuser, you choked me. I'm screaming. There was a black cop that came over, and he was like, ma'am, just calm down. He was like, what happened? And I was like, I don't know what happened. All I know is I tried to get out of the bar, and he just choked me. And now I'm arrested. I don't know what's going on. He's like, do you need a paramedics? I'm like, yeah, I can't breathe. So, because I'm panicking, on top of having the mace, I'm panicking. So I'm like, I can't breathe. So the police officer that arrested me, he was like, if you don't go to the fucking hospital, I'm taking your ass to jail. Like, don't say you can't breathe, bitch, and you could breathe. I'm taking your ass to jail regardless. I have no idea why he was like this towards me. Like, maybe because I swapped at him and like his pride was so. This was like one of the worst police officers ever. Like, oh my God. So the paramedics end up coming. I'm sitting in the back of the paramedics. I'm still in handcuffs. She's checking my arm, and the police officer that arrested me, his partner ended up coming over to me. I told him my phone. He pushed me so hard that my phone flew out my hand, the police officer. So his partner come over to me and was like, we're going to send you something in the mail. We're just going to let you go tonight. And I was like, well, I definitely want to know what the police officer's name is because I'm going to complain, send in a complaint. So, yeah, so the paramedics, she let me go. She gave me a little pink slip, so we end up going. About a month later, I was downtown paying off a traffic ticket. Next thing you know, there's police officers behind me saying, "Put your hands behind your back. You have a warrant for your arrest." I'm like, I was actually calm because I'm like, it's not me. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't even thinking about the situation that had happened the month prior because I never received anything in the mail. So I put my hands behind my back or whatever. I walks off with the police officers. I'm in the back room. I'm like, okay, so is anyone going to tell me why I'm in handcuffs? No one's telling me why I'm in handcuffs. So they're like fingerprinting me, checking my purse, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? So after all of that is done, they're walking me into the jail. So the traffic court is connected to the jail. Some under tunnel shit, I don't know, but I've never been. First of all, the month prior before that was my first time ever being arrested. This is my second time, and now I'm being arrested in front of everyone. This is so embarrassing. So I end up getting a paper that says aggravated assault on a police officer, resisting arrest, and criminal mischief for kicking the door at the bar. So I end up seeing a judge for a bar hearing. The judge ended up giving me $5,000 bond straight. I said, wait, what? I didn't do any of this. Why are you guys, you gonna keep me in jail for what? This is my first time ever being arrested. He's like, next. Like, I don't want to hear that shit. Next. Oh my God. I was a crying mess in jail. A crying mess. First of all, I got work. My daughter. It was a mess. I was there for 3 days. My first time when I called a Liberty Bells bonds person, they told me that all I needed was $250. I was so surprised. I was like, I'm never getting out on $50,000. Where am I gonna get $50,000? But it was only $250 when I called the bond people. So my uncle and my mom ended up getting me out. 3 days. I was in there for 3 days. $250. So that alone just sent me in a little depression, right? So after that, I ended up going to court for about a year. They ended up giving me probation for 6 months. Now, the same year of 2014, this happened in July. So November, I ended up meeting a guy. We fell so much in love. He was there for my court hearing whenever they sentenced me for the 6 months probation or whatever. I was supposed to, my lawyer was trying to get me on this program that will get my record expunged, but I have to be in a program for 18 months. But the judge said that I was disqualified for the program because I made a complaint against the police officer. Isn't that crazy? You make a complaint against a police officer and you're not eligible for an expungement program. Wow. So yeah, the guy that I ended up falling in love with, we were together for about over a year. He was running back and forth from here to Chicago, but he would go to Chicago like every 3 months or whatever. And he said that he had a house there, and he just would go there for about a week or two. probably not even 2 weeks, maybe like a week, and then come back. But he said, he was there with family. His mom was there. His house was there. Um, so yeah, I didn't think of anything of it, but then there would be times that he wouldn't answer and then don't call me back until like the morning time, like or like later on that day. So things were starting to add up. And when we got together, I went through his phone. It was like 5 o'clock in the morning and I woke up and I was like something, like my heart was so heavy. I went through his phone, read his text messages. First I seen that he'd been talking to some white girl that works in the hotel that he was staying at, because he was working in Pennsylvania on an oil field, staying in the hotel. So he was screwing the general manager at the hotel, and also he was married. Did not know that. He never told me once. He told me that he had 2 kids and that he had one girl that can possibly be the have his baby, but he doubts it because the girl was a little promiscuous or whatever. So he had 2 kids and a possible one. Come to find out, he was married with 2 kids and his wife was fucking pregnant. That was heart-wrenching. I don't know if you've ever been, if you ever had a time when you doubted love, when you're like, I'm never gonna find someone for me. And then you finally find someone and like he's like close to perfect. He was 32, working on the oil field, damn good job, had a house in Chicago, supported me and my daughter. That was just heart-wrenching. Literally, I thought that me and him was going to get married. I thought that we were going to get married. But if he's already married, how are we going to get married? So yeah, that happens. And about a few months later, I I received a call from my cousin. She said, your mom dropped your niece and nephew off down here at my sister's house, and I had to call the police because I don't know what to do. The baby is poopy. I don't know if they're hungry or what. And I can't take care of no kids right now. So I'm like, what? What's going on? She was like, I tried to go back up to your mom's house. They wasn't letting me. The police officer tried to help me, resolve it before she gets CYF into it. I was like, okay, well, ask the police if you guys can bring the babies to me, because right now I'm with a client. I was with a client when I received the call from my cousin. So she was like, all right, let me call you right back. So she calls me back and was like, well, they said that they don't know if they, based on how your mom's responding and refusing to take the kids back, we have to take them to the hospital and, basically see if they're okay, check them and everything. So I ended up finding out where the kids were. They told me that I couldn't get the kids under my name because I had this criminal mischief on my record. Oh, the aggravated assault ended up being dropped, but I did have resisting arrest and criminal mischief. But being that I had this on my record, they could not immediately give the kids to me. So what I did was call my grandma. I said, Grandma, can you please let them bring the kids to you, and I promise you I'll stay the night with you. This was a Sunday. I'll stay the night over your house, and the next day we can go down to the courts to switch over to my name. So my grandma was like, of course. So yeah, they ended up bringing the kids over to my grandma. I don't know what's going on, what happened, but my sister left the kids with my mom for maybe 2 weeks or something. I'm not sure. And she got overwhelmed and sent the kids down the street to my cousin's house. Um, so yeah, I ended up getting my niece and nephew. My niece is 2, my nephew's 3. So I have these babies. I end up going through, foster care, the certification programs, and going to classes and first aid and uh, know how to do the Heimlich maneuver and safety, just a whole bunch of stuff. I ended up getting them in daycare, and I was just so depressed. Right at this point, out of 100%, I'm maybe 35% depressed. Okay. Um, well, I would say at least 45% because at this point I can't go back to work because it took me at least 3 or 4 months to get them into daycare because I had to have their social security numbers and just a whole bunch of stuff, right? So I'm getting into the groove of things. I had them for about 7 months. Mind you, I'm on probation. I missed a probation hearing that I did not know of. Or did it slip my mind? Something. So I'm coming from work. I end up getting a new job. I'm coming from work. I'm at a stop sign. I go past the stop sign. The police officer pulls me over. He says that I didn't stop long enough. Runs my name. I have a warrant for my arrest for not showing up to my probation hearing. My probation is over at this point, but I have a warrant for my arrest for not showing up. I ended up finding out that because I didn't pay a restitution fee for my probation. They arrest me. I'm in jail for 3 days on a detainer. I called my mom. My mom ended up getting in contact with my probation officer. My probation officer got to know me a little bit, and he see that I had my niece and nephew. So he worked as fast as he could to get the detainer off of me and lift it. Because you're supposed to pay it in full before you can get out, but somehow my mom talked them into just paying something on it, and then told them that I basically gave them an IOU. But it took 2 days for this to process. This was January 31st. February 2nd, we had a court hearing with the kids. Just an update with them. It ended up being in the system that I was incarcerated. So they go to the first point of contact, which was my mom. The kids weren't supposed to be there, but my mom is the only support system that I have, even though it was a shaky one. But I guess her knowing that the kids is with me, she knew that I would come back and get them, so she didn't mind keeping them for while I was at work. But yeah, so my name ended up going around in the system that I was incarcerated, and they came to my mom's house and picked up the kids and put them in foster care. And they're still there. They're not going to let me get them. So my niece and nephew that's been with me for 7 months was snatched away from me. And I can't do anything about it. There was this one time, my nephew's only 3 years old, right? I was doing hair. That's actually how I started doing hair from home, because I was doing hair at a salon downtown. And once I got my niece and nephew, I was like, well, I have to do here from home because I can't get to work, you know. So all of my clients ended up coming to my home. And there was this one time my nephew was leaning on the table. He was like counting his fingers, and I was paying attention to him. And I heard him. He said, "My mommy's not here for me. My dad is not here for me, but my auntie is here for me." You guys, I could hardly my knees buckled. This is a 3-year-old child saying this, recognizing who's there for him. So now all I can think about is my nephew is somewhere that he doesn't even know. And he's probably somewhere thinking that I don't have his back, you know, that I'm not here for him. All because of this situation, all because of me getting arrested. Man, oh man, oh man. So, yeah, that was 2015. No, that was the beginning of that I lost him February 2016. September 2016, my 17-year-old brother gets killed in front of my mom's house by two guys from his high school. I didn't know my brother was hated this much for someone to kill him. Everyone loved Snoop. Everyone loved Snoop. It did not make any sense. I'm working. I'm getting my phone is blowing up, blowing up. And I'm getting a voicemail. I didn't check it yet because I'm doing hair. My cousin ended up calling me. I answered the phone. For some reason, I don't know why I responded this way. But I have a spirit of discernment. So I answered. I was like, please don't tell me any bad news. I'm not in the mood for it. She was like, what are you talking about? She was like, Snoop has been shot over there by your mom's house, and I don't know if he's dead or alive. I was like, what? I checked my voice. I hang up on her. I checked my voicemail. My mom's like, Quay, please hurry up. Come over here, please. Snoop is laying on the ground, and I don't know if he's breathing. This is my voicemail. The girl whose hair I was doing, she just drove me over to my house. Over to my mom's house. We pulling up. My heart is just, it's like, doo-doo. Doo-doo. Everything's moving slow. I see the news truck. I see the paramedics. I see like 1,000 cop cars. I get closer to my mom's house. I see yellow tape. I get closer. I see a blue bag on the ground. I'm like, what is that? I see my family, my aunt, uncles, everybody in my mom's yard. I look at my aunt. She shook her head and said, that's Snoop. I just fell to the ground. My little brother. Murder. I see his body right there. Man, I'm sorry. Just thinking about it, just to keep myself sane, I have to think like, okay, maybe he's like locked up or something. He like moved out of town or something. He's still here. He's just not hardly around. He's busy. And then I see his obituary in my daughter's room, which is, it makes it real again, you know. So, yeah, that was 2016. 2017, January 2007. No, April 2017. I had to put myself back in school to go get my teachers for cosmetology. I'm there. I'm just uplifted, uplifted, uplifted. I'm trying to stay positive. I'm there for about maybe 2 weeks. Someone steals my purse and my book bag with everything in it. My car keys, my house keys, my everything. So I had to quit that. Listen, the last 4 years have been so depressing for me. So depressing for me. Like, friends that I thought was my friends weren't there. I'm so defensive now. Some of my thoughts are negative, and I'm usually a bubbly, positive person. But there's only so much a person can take. I'm already a young mom. I had my daughter at 16 years old. I'm 30 and my daughter's 14. So I don't think I ever had like postpartum depression or anything like that. But these last 4 years have been the worst. It has taken a toll on me mentally, literally. And I really tried my hardest to stay positive, but I never really had a chance to grieve, because I got to work. I have bills to pay. I have a child. I miss my niece and nephew. I miss my brother. The love of my life turned out to not be the love of my life. So yeah, I noticed what made me say that it's depression. I noticed that I daydream a lot. I stare out to space. I sleep a lot. I gained weight. Um, like I said, my response has been very defensive. Um, and yeah, it's just, and I really haven't had really the support because I have to stay strong in front of my daughter. And I have to keep working. I have to keep pushing through. I have to persevere. But like I said, those things back to back to back to back since 2014. Just too much. Too much. So I ask that anyone watching, you keep me in your prayers. Lift me up in prayers, please. And like I said, subscribe to my channel and see my growth. Because if anybody knows me, that knows that when I fall, I'll always get back up. And I'm optimistic. I'm a Sagittarius, so I'm optimistic. Yeah, so yeah, that is my story time. I'm going to go blow my nose and clean my face, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Peace. Love you.